You are watching NCC News. Before your week gets started, if you would like to see more of your community on our news broadcast, email us with your city, state and county. We can let you know what's going on in your area. This news broadcast is based out of Texas and produced by BT Collins, our multimedia photojournalist.
All right, morning. Sergeant Ritchie with the Sheriff's Office, homicide. What we have today is this morning, Sheriff's Office patrol units responded to the 13,000 block of Reeston here in this business property behind me. What was discovered is a vehicle was delivered sometime yesterday, and inside that vehicle, 2 bodies of adult males were discovered. They were confirmed on scene. They were not transported. And again, at this time, their identities are unknown. Their cause of death is unknown. So the investigation process is right now in its infancy. So we still got a lot to figure out. But again, at this time, a vehicle arrived at this property to have some mechanical work done on it that was purchased from an auction, from what we believe. It was sent over here, again, to be worked on. And when the individuals that were tasked with working on it decided to go take a look at it, they discovered 2 bodies inside the vehicle. So again, at this time, it is 2 adult males. Not willing to go out on, their ages, of approximate ages, or their race. Again, identity unknown, and cause of death is unknown at this time.
Breaking news out of Southwest Houston. Police are searching for the gunman who they say shot a woman to death. This happened at the New Hope housing location in Sharpstown on Dale Carnegie Lane. And ABC 13's Mo Hyder is live there tonight with some of the late breaking details on this one. Mo.
Yeah, Eric, well, a spokesperson with HPD did say the suspect and the victim lived next to each other inside New Hope Housing, and they were also dating. And I looked on the website for New Hope Housing. It says it's a program that provides affordable housing for low-income residents, and this is one of their locations across the Houston area. Now, according to HPD, officers got a call about the shooting around 8 o'clock tonight. When they got here, they found the woman shot to death in her upper body. They tell us the suspect, who is her neighbor, took off from the scene. Right now, investigators are trying to determine what led up to the shooting. I'm being told a gun was not found inside, and police aren't sure if he's still in the area. I also spoke with one of the HPD commanders here on scene earlier. Right now, they're looking through surveillance video in hopes of tracking the suspect down. Live in Southwest Houston, Mo Hyder, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
She was mocked and she was tormented by the medical staff.
I wish I would have checked on her more in that 2 weeks. I should have called.
Her attorney says that her death was preventable if only jail staff would have just paid attention to her needs. Kayla Turley's family says that justice is finally served, but the fight is still far from over.
It's rough. It's hard.
It has been a painful 3 years for the Turley family. Her beloved Kayla, a mom, a sister, a wife, and a daughter, died in the Garvin County Jail in 2023.
She just always wanted everyone to be happy.
Kayla was in jail on a low-level offense as a pretrial detainee waiting to go to court, but instead, she never made it.
This is one of the most horrific jail death cases that I've worked on.
Court documents say Turley was suffering from organ failure when her pleas for help were ignored by jailers. Records show jail staff allowed other inmates to beat Turley. 3 years later, a federal jury found detention officer Paula Kelly guilty for violating Turley's rights. She now faces up to life in prison. 4 others pled guilty for failing to intervene.
It is the result of a systemic problem in the jailing systems in Oklahoma.
Kayla did have a young son who is now being raised by her sister, his aunt. Now, the family has filed a lawsuit against the Garvin County Sheriff's Office and the jail staff involved.
Well-known Chicago area rapper was killed in a drive-by shooting early this morning in the Auburn-Gresham neighborhood. 31-year-old Tristan Hamilton was shot multiple times. According to the Sun-Times, he raps under the name FBG Cash. A 29-year-old woman with him was also shot, taken to the hospital in serious condition. It is believed Hamilton fired back at the shooter. Police don't have anyone in custody, at least not yet. 2 years ago, another rapper close to Hamilton, known as FBG Duck, was also shot and killed.
helped over 10,000 business owners grow and scale their companies. I'm just passionate about watching entrepreneurs create great business.
We are a part of a big evolution that is going on within the financial industry. We are independent agents that are being trained through the leadership that has been developed just a few short years ago. They recently transitioned into this building in Dallas, Texas. The leadership grew so big that they had to expand to Austin, Texas, and several other states outside of Texas.
When you're moving forward, you cannot look back.
We range from trainees to marketing directors, and some of us are future VPs. Come join us as one of our newest agents build his team in Beaumont, Texas.
Call Perfected Image at 409-790-7210.
PI Financial.
Thank God I Am Still Here, a compelling story about the life of Jackie Lewis Roberts. Be on the lookout for her book that will appeal and speak to others that may be in the situation that she once was in. Jackie Lewis Roberts. Thank God I Am Still Here. Coming soon.
If you're the head of your household that provides for your family, if you were to die today, will your family be taken care of if you are the sole provider that brings in the income that pays? Maybe you have 2 car notes that only your income has been efficient enough to pay. Or has to do a GoFundMe campaign to pay for your burial, not to mention the cost of your funeral. Build a legacy for your family that will not only take care of you, but allow your family to live stress-free. Now, your family can live the legacy that you started. Even if you were in an accident and couldn't work, your life insurance's living benefits will cover you and your family year after year, just because you decided to make that one step to build your family's legacy and secure their future. Contact PI Financial today at 409-790-7210 to get your legacy started.
9 people were injured when a hot air balloon made a hard landing in southern Nevada. Officials in Nye County say the balloon crashed in a dry lake bed. Firefighters say one person suffered a severe head injury. Other passengers and the pilot were treated for burns, cuts, and smoke inhalation. The FAA looking into the cause tonight.
A flesh-eating parasite is raising concerns in Texas, with at least 4 confirmed cases already of New World screwworm in the state. I'm Brenna Gibbons, and I spoke with a local veterinarian about what animal owners need to know.
Not all maggots that you see on animals are screwworms. The screwworms eat flesh and they bury down into it. The other maggots attack dead flesh, but these attack live flesh.
Dr. Bolt says these parasites are usually found in open wounds, where the flies lay their eggs and the larvae begin feeding on the living tissue.
When you see it in cattle, which is where we see most of them, it's either where they've been dehorned or the umbilical cord of a newborn calf. That's where it really attacks and kills.
Another warning sign is a strong odor coming from a wound. Dr. Bolt says the owner should pay attention to any unusual smells or infections.
The FDA has cleared 2 of our chews that we use for fleas and ticks. There's no evidence that it works, but they think that it will. They feel like it's got a good shot at preventing screwworms.
And it's not just cattle at risk. Dogs, cats, and other animals can also be affected. But veterinarians say the condition is treatable.
You got to find it early. And then there are insecticides that you can use to treat it. Now, if you think you have them, a sample needs to be collected and go to USDA for positive identification. So then we can get some fly drops.
The U.S. has dealt with screwworm outbreaks before. Dr. Bolt says that sterile flies helped eliminate the parasite decades ago, but now officials are working to keep it from spreading again.
Yeah, we just closed our eyes, thought were rid of it, and closed down. It's like not vaccinating your kid for measles. You know, it's kind of the same deal. We thought it was eradicated, but up jumps the rabbit.
Dr. Bolt says that early detection is critical. If you notice unknown wounds or infection in your animal, make sure to contact your veterinarian right away.
The FBI joining an urgent manhunt for this suspect, who police say carried out a deadly shooting spree across Kansas City highways, leaving one person dead and 4 others injured.
All companies use caution. One shooter from a black Honda Civic.
This happening Tuesday night amid the World Cup match between Argentina and Algeria just miles away. Now the FBI offering a $25,000 reward for any information leading to the arrest of 22-year-old Oscar Sanchez Munoz. Police say after he shot into one of the cars, a driver died when the vehicle crashed, victims describing the chaos to police.
They were driving down the highway or roadway when 1 or more shots were fired into their vehicles.
Among those victims, a teen and 3 adults, including an Uber driver, taking 2 fans to a World Cup match at Kansas City Stadium. Police saying they tracked Sanchez Munoz to 2 homes where they thought he could be. One caught fire. At the other, spent shells visible from the ammunition police used to get inside. Several windows shattered. A search ending with no sign of the suspect. Authorities warning that the suspect is armed and dangerous, telling anyone who sees him to call 911 immediately.
Regional law enforcement agencies are right now searching for the subject and need the public's help in locating him.
And today, there's still no word of motive here. The FBI echoing that warning to the public that this suspect should be considered armed and dangerous.
Tonight at 6, a Beaumont woman is suing Walmart, saying the company failed to protect her. In the lawsuit, she claims a Spark driver sexually assaulted her in May and argues Walmart's lack of security allowed it to happen. We first reported on Aaron Middleton's arrest in May. Now, court documents say he was delivering groceries to the victim's house, offered to take them in, and then violently assaulted her. The victim's lawyer says he's tried to avoid the lawsuit with Walmart with no success. Good evening, Southeast Texas. I'm Cladra Rhodes. 12 News reporter Daniela Tabata-Palau spoke to the plaintiff's lawyer to see what's next.
Cladra, folks get groceries delivered to their home every day, never thinking about who is coming to their door. This victim wants you to think twice.
She's devastated. She's a young woman, has a long life ahead of her, and she's going to be impacted by this terrible event for the remainder of her time on Earth.
That terrible event, a sexual assault in May of 2025, police say Aaron Middleton delivered groceries to the victim's home, helped her carry them in, and then attacked her. Her lawyer Lee Thweet says Walmart, the store Middleton was delivering for, could have prevented this from happening.
The world's largest retailer has an obligation to make sure that its customers who utilize Walmart apps are safe when Walmart products are delivered to their homes.
The petition says a Walmart associate did not follow the correct protocol to verify the delivery driver's identity. It says that Middleton used his girlfriend's account.
They just never checked. Why are you, as a man, utilizing the account of a female? Had they done that, these groceries never would have been placed in his car. He never would have had her address, and he never would have been able to perpetrate this violent rape against her.
Thweet also mentioned that for months his team has been trying to avoid a lawsuit with Walmart, but he says the retailer was not interested in discussing the situation, now forcing the victim to bravely relive her assault.
She has to relive it again, and that's regrettable. But Walmart could have prevented all of that, and it takes a very brave person to do that.
12 News reached out to Walmart for comment, and they responded saying the safety of our customers will always be a top priority. We are aware of these allegations and are reviewing the matter.
Middleton is in the Jefferson County Jail on a $250,000 bond awaiting trial. We'll focus and follow this case through the courts and keep you updated on air and online. In studio, Danielle Tuapalau, Top News.
The TV business is mourning a master of the sitcom. Director James Burrows co-created the landmark comedy Cheers and directed more than 50 pilot episodes, including Friends, Frasier, Will and Grace, and here on CBS, The Big Bang Theory and 2.5 Men. He got his start on CBS's Mary Tyler Moore Show. James Burrows was 85.
Updating breaking news tonight. One tourist is dead after a massive fire at a Wyndham resort in the Dominican Republic. People had to run for their lives as the flames quickly spread. Video capturing the fire torching dry thatched roofs as it jumped from one building to another along the beach. The tourist who died has been identified as a 46-year-old woman from Italy.
Tune in and watch each episode as we spread the news in your area. If you have news that you want aired here on NCC New TeXas, send it to us. NeboMarketing@yahoo.com. We want to keep you informed through each broadcast.